What's up, everyone? Good evening. Bum, 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 bum. We got some fresh jam here from Puma. This is awesome. Thanks, Puma. All right. I'm going to dive right in here. No time to waste. Hit lightning res 35. Not very good. I do want to see more belts tonight. I learned an interesting belt tech from someone in the Discord, and I kind of want to try it out this evening with a bunch of belts if I can. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I need all of my ready to go currency here. I took it out earlier today for a video. Time to bring it back. Looks like all the chats are working. That's exciting. Oh, I need to update my kick title. I noticed that yesterday. My kick title is like something from the .2 season. By the way, kick.com has like the best streaming quality, and it's like so easy to set up. It's weird. How do I change this though? Open mod dashboard. Okay. Edit. There we go. Ice Strike. Amazon is OP. Save. Okay, cool. That updated. And then test. Cool. The chat works. I don't have the chat in the like streamer bot overlay yet. And I don't think I can add it. Because I don't think it has Kick in there. I think they just have like YouTube and Twitch. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And then let me make sure this link works here. I got this YouTube link. Yep, that works great. Cool, it's a permalink for the stream. Yay. Stuff's working, dude. Now we'll just wait for the gray boxes of doom. They will come for sure. Okay, depths. Let's see if I got any ones that have a depths. Yep. Based. Paranoia. Dee-dee-deep. And still. And we need some audio, man. It's probably a little loud. Item filters are great. We gotta have dialogue. Oh my god, that sound is crisp, dude. Sounds good. Yes, let's save that. Okay, got the Regals. Need Exalts. Alchemies. Ooh, somebody's here to buy something. Yay. Chaos. Vol.
Sold it.
Hey, that's nice. Chance Orbs. And then right here, I usually put Omens of Corruption for quick slams. Should I still do that? I guess I could put a Fracture for quick slam Fracture. That probably makes more sense, actually. All right, I think we're ready to go. I'm working my way up here to... There's a tower over here. If I can get that one, I can have some quad slam towers here. Boom. And away we go. Might be a little loud. We'll see here. Seems all right. No, definitely too loud. Sorry. Sorry. What's up, TR? Welcome, dude. How are you tonight? Ooh, utility belt. I'm all about the belts tonight, man. I want to see lots of belts. What an awkward abyss spot. What the heck? Kaboomy! Clean kill indeed. This build is so ridiculous, man. Look at it go. Oh, goodness. It's not that there aren't minions in the map, it's that they're all dying off screen. Oh, it's a druidic focus. Cool. What's up, Slam Tech? Welcome back, dude. How's it going? Megalomaniac with crystallized immunities and the cunning fox. Is that what I have? Yeah, that's what I have. You don't necessarily need the cunning fox. That was just like the best thing I found for like under 100 divs. You could definitely just take a crystallized immunities. If you're like doing infinite high juiced maps, it's worth it. Because there's so much chilled ground and you just don't want to have to worry about it. Yeah, you don't have to have the cunning fox. Like, there may not be another Megalo Jewel in the whole server with those two properties. It's like would be really I think probability wise it's unlikely that there would be two with the exact same properties. And the jewels are like very rare, so yeah, just look for one with crystallized immunities, and then if it's possible, if you can afford it, get one with an additional property that's good. Anything that's beneficial, like something defensive is nice. Actually, the quality one is fine, but there were others that I thought were nicer. I just didn't want to overspend. Why isn't exclamation point guide working? Dude! Here's Slam Tech. I'll try it out here. I should have an updated POV too. There it goes. Whoa! So much chat. I could pin it to the top of the YouTube stream. That would probably be useful. Yeah, wowie. There you go. There's my cool command. I struggle with making commands because I use this weird app called streamer.bot, and it's a nice app, but it makes things kind of harder to do sometimes. Which seems dumb, like why would one use that app? But I don't know. It's what it is. Whoa, big lag. I'm just shooting basic bow shots. So much damage this build does. These are basic bow attacks. Yes, I am proud of that. I can make Slam Tech. I can make run an updated POB here in a second, so you can kind of see. Because I do make updates daily, and I try out different things every day to test, new ideas, but also just to like optimize things a little bit more every day. Because you always realize new optimizations as you go, which is one of the amazing things about this game. Whoa. A mana flask. Thank you. Great drops, baby. Great drops. All right, here comes my freshly made PoE music. Whoa. That Focus has kind of got some stuff going on, huh? Double tier 1 ES. I might have to work on that later. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let me show off what I'm doing with these belts, because I think it's kind of cool. And sorry, that music's probably like brutally too loud. My bad. Okay. With belts tonight, the plan is to test out, where would it be? Essences. Essence of Insanity, which is super cheap. I mean, it's so cheap. If you can find anything good to do with it, it's good. And what we're going to do is belts that have 2 resists. We're going to hit them with the Essence and then see if we can enchant even more resists on them, which should be pretty cool. So, like, this one is Life, Charm Effect Duration, Fire Res, Lightning Res. So, that third prefix... Oh, it actually replaced that Lightning Res. Oops. Okay, I goofed that. We'll see if we can get another one back. Okay, we got Cold. So now we Corrupt. We get double Enchant, Evasion, and Strength. So this one's not good, but we're getting a guaranteed double Enchant on the Corruption. And it's for like 1 Exalt. So I think you could easily hit like 5 resist belts, which would be really cool and potentially really valuable. Earlier today, I sold a belt for 15 div, like a rare belt, this one here. And that's what kind of gave me the idea. And I think it's kind of a cool way to get some slam currency going, which is like the best kind. Just stuff you find and you just slam it and then you profit. Incubator Queen on a 16, that looks good. Dude, what's up, Akimare? Thanks for coming by to say that, dude. I'm so glad it's working out for you. The build is a blast, right? Like, it is so much fun. Here's Decay. That's a fun map. And when you get sick of it, you can come over and play this build, because it is also totally cracked. And it's a little bit of a lazy man's build, so it's a nice refreshing change from HP. Woof! So much exploding going on. It's lagging a bit. Puma, how are you tonight? I started the stream with your song you shared. It was very cool. I loved it. I'll play it again in a little bit. I'm going to run through my own ambient playlist here. I remixed 7 PoE ambient songs today. The remixes are like the same style, but I use some different effects and just trying different ones out. Yeah, this is definitely a speed farmer, man. Like, this is just hold right click and just explode the map kind of build. Which sometimes is what you need, you know what I mean? You just got to be lazy and farm. As you can see, it like off screens everything. Everything dies off screen. Is that Coming Calamity? That'd be a cool find. Holy smokes. Yeah, exactly. It's that kind. It's a Netflix build. It's also just like super powerful. Like, these maps are as juiced as it gets. And as difficult as it gets, and it, you know, it just runs in guns ablazing and wipes everything out. There went the Incubator Queen somewhere in there. That was rude. Now, I should say Expedition is still a little scary. And I always get a little worried when I decide to do it. But logbooks are very valuable, and so I think it's worth it. I do try to dodge the mods that are like a little bit freaky. And the main reason it's scary is that you get stuck on stuff. You get stuck on chests and stuck on minions that haven't exactly spawned yet. It's really scary. But there you go, logbook. These artifacts are still okay as well. Like, I think the worst one is like 3 to 1 Exalt, and they drop in stacks, so it's pretty good. That logbook's like 50 to 60 Exalt, so you kind of have to grab it. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like, the Hollow Palm is really fun and creative and like super unique, and it does clear everything. The clear is just not as clean as this. This is so clean. Like, this destroys every minion when you fire. The explosions of Herald of Ice are such a massive AoE that everything dies. As you're running away from the mob, everything dies. And then it's still, you know, it's still extremely potent on bosses. I wouldn't want to do like Zest repeats on this. Like, Hollow Palm would definitely beat that out in that, you know, that type of farm. But for infinite mapping, this is like giga nuts. Why do you disappoint me? Ooh, I sold a Shrine Scepter base. Didn't see that coming. Alright, there is a boss somewhere. Where is this boss, dude? He's not on my right-click map, and he's not on the mini-map. This build, when you're running around and you get buffed up, sometimes the Ice Shot tooltip is like 1.2 mil, which is completely nuts for a bow attack. And sometimes the basic bow attack is like 700, 800k, so it's pretty nutty. What's the boss tactic? So that was, you know, for your basic map boss, you just drop a tornado shot, hit a barrage, go boom. If they're still around, you can salvo them if you want to try and freeze them, but you just keep booming them like this. You basically shotgun them. If the boss is a bigger boss, you get them to a freeze, and then you barrage and snipe at point blank, and it does like 50 million damage. It kills everything, as long as you hit the snipe. Bad. Very bad. That's kind of interesting with the spirit, but still bad. 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 Gotta hit all the tablets. Actually, I don't have to hit the delirium tablets, but the other ones are good. I should probably turn delirium tablets off. They're so bad. That thing's bad. And we found Coming Calamity. Oh, that's cool, man. I love this armor. It's also a level 19 roll, which is kind of a big deal. It used to be so rare to find. Now it's like, I guess, an easy find. I need more Corruption Omens. 35 for a div. Okay.
I'll post it right away.
Ooh, I got the third socket. Ayo. Now what are we worth? Hey. A 2 to 3 div Coming Calamity. Not bad, dude. Try and go 3 div on that.
Seems like a good deal.
Does seem like a good deal. I agree. Okay, I'm going to turn my stream preview off to speed up my machine. If my gray boxes of doom show up, you all have to let me know. You're required to tell me. Depths. Not there. What are these ones? Additional pits. Boss. Abyss boss. Those are good too. I'll do that one. I published a guide today, by the way, on how to craft waystones, and in it I put a spreadsheet to a tier-based ranking of the Abyss mods. Can pull that up really quick, which I think will really help people with the crafting. And basically, in my estimation, obviously this is the Giganuts. These 4 are really good. These 3 are nice enhancements. And then after that, they're just kind of bad. So yeah, this is kind of helpful to have. I'm trying to pin this to the YouTube chat here. How do I do that? Pin. Pretty helpful, I think, for some folks. Bastille. Where am I going here? There was a tower I was going for. This one? No. Just doing some good tiles. All right. Here we go. Got the Abyss right out the gate. Yeah, baby. Holy dense. Dude, this is a really big Abyss. You would think this was a overrun area, but it wasn't. I don't think it was. That's cool. This is your first league? Dude, you're killing it if this is your first league. Nicely done. Whoa. Somewhere there's another monster. Can't find it. Yeah, map flipping can make you some money if you know what you're doing. You know, the margin is kind of slim, I'll say. And if it were me, I wouldn't make it my primary source of income. It's also like very labor intensive, right? But if you study other people's crafts, like really deterministic crafts, and pick one to learn, you can use like a really deterministic craft as a way to, you know, get some currency going. And Hollow Palm was a good build to invest in because like it's a low cost investment and a high output build, right? I always tell everyone, like, if you're trying to farm currency, just do Zesh runs. They're super cheap. You get like a divine like every 7 to 10 runs, and then you get like 1 billion breach rings, and you can do like just mini crafting on the breach rings and make bank. All right, this is kind of a scary one, right? I don't want to be like inside that area over there, but what are you going to do? Path size, flash charges. Something's blowing up on me. It's freaky. So scary, dude. Expedition in tight corners. Was that all of it? Okay. Oh, nope, there's one more. Oh my god. So scary. 4 divine to get it off the ground, dude. See, that's awesome. Ayo, logbook. Gnarly song. So gnarly. Well, yeah, what's amazing about Hollow Palm is you don't need a weapon or an offhand. On this build, like, the main cost is the weapon and the quiver. I know that's true for most builds. Like, if you're it's attack-based build and you don't have a good weapon, you're bad. But in Hollow Palm, you're not allowed to have a weapon and you're really good. That really flipped the script as far as, you know, investment into a build. Creepy music. Creepy. I always feel bad sniping that sea turtle. Whoa. Holy cow, we got a mess here. Good to still be alive. Heyo. Kaboomy. Whoa. Take the freebooter. Boom. Got him. Oh, that was Wind Dancer. Dude, I think Amazon could run a straight Wind Dancer build and be successful. That might be my final project of the season. Hit level 100 and then make an AFK Wind Dancer Amazon. That would be amazing. Jewels would be the biggest help. Max roll crit chance ones are pretty pricey. I believe it. I think I have a emerald up from that build, and I was surprised to see that it was like worth 30 something divs. It's like a perfectly rolled crit chance crit bonus jewel with like okay accuracy and okay evasion. But it was not worth that when I had originally crafted it. Oh, yeah, the amulet's great. See, that's a good one. For a while there, I was using that amulet crafting method to profit because I was trying to craft my own perfect one and I just wasn't hitting. But they were always resellable, so it was like perfect. I had an Omen of Light come out of one of those random chests one time, and ever since then, it's like, have to do the whole area. Is it worth risking it for a greater on the first step? I mean, if you're just going to use it yourself, sure. Because, like, it's just for SSF and it provides value. But if you're trying to roll for resale, definitely can't do it. And the reason is that you aren't guaranteed to hit +3. You can hit +2 if you don't use the perfects. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. It's been a while since I've like dove into the numbers on that craft, but I'm pretty sure that was the idea. You know, the amulet's basically a brick in everyone's mind if it's a +2, right? What is this thing? Always hits. Nice. What a goofy mall. That thing's got goofiness written all over it. That thing's okay. Just that it's armor evasion, so it's probably totally useless. This one has tier 1 flat evasion. 13 it. That makes it a brick, I think. Whoa. That thing's pretty potent. Ooh. Cool, man. Ring. We're going to collarbone that. It's not, like, amazing, but if I were to hit a tier 1 on the collarbone, then it is amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of goofy uniques. So, you know, the idea is that goofy uniques have some weird text on them that enable a build, or that they're used for, like, speed leveling and stuff. So hopefully, you know, I think they're really making a point to try and work on the uniques a lot more, because they have a really good niche spot in PoE 1. RIP. Not quite there yet, though. But each unique you see, you think, huh, how can I take advantage of that? Like, whoever figured out this surrounded helmet, that was like, that's the dream for a unique in PoE. Is figuring out something like that. Okay, this thing is probably worth nothing, but we'll go a 50 exalt on it.
I'll do what I can to sell it for
See how it goes. Abyss pits always have rewards. That's another really solid modifier that I like running. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Widow Hail. A really nicely rolled Widow Hail is like fantastic. Some luxurious slippers. Ooh, Chaos Resin 30 move. Let's go. Sweet, man. We have found the abyss. It's a little one. This pit will have a reward, though, because pits always have rewards. What did Rarity pull out here? 149. That's pretty solid. Heyo! Divine. Got 2 wisps going. If I can get it down to 1 rare, I could maybe get them both in there. Who fights first here? I can't remember. Boom. Good night, ladies. Ooh, perfect rarity with 2 prefixes. Arg. Bricked. That thing is interesting. Bricked. And those are cute. I like those. Oh boy, those could be good too. Alright, we need to go get the rares down to 1 rare available. Let me go crush these guys. 1 gone. Hey, baby! Oh my god, is that a 3rd wisp? Okay, this could get really cool. So if you get more wisps in them, you're more likely to spawn the wisp event, which is what can roll those talismans that are really good. My trick, though, is that it's so easy to kill these guys on accident. Oh, it happened. Okay. So she swapped. She's hunted by the Cunning Fox now, which is orange. And we'll see if we can get one more in. I don't know where she went, though. I'm a little scared I might die here, which would be awful. Okay, and Winter Owl. Ah. What about the streamer client? What are you trying to say? That was exciting. Nothing dropped, but it was still exciting. All right, pack size. Hits can't be crits. Hits can't be evaded. Can't do all those. Not while I'm trying to get to level 100. So we'll do that. Oh, wait. Hits can't be crits. Think it'll be okay. It was a little bit weaker, but Herald of Ice is OP. There's apparently still somebody left. Is it this guy? So confused. Okay. Boom. Big boom booms. Juicy breach, dude. Boom. Awesome. That was perf. Perf. Yeah, I don't know what you meant, Akimari, about the streamer client. Did I drop? Maybe I dropped frames or something. 405 accuracy is solid. That fizz roll is just too bad, though. Pretty bad there, too. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I had actually a really bad day of drops, and then now that I'm streaming, it is seeming, you know, much more favorable, which is really weird, right? Very odd. Okay, these are solid, but the other two suffixes are really bad. So we're just going to go for YOLO Chaos on them. Wow, I actually didn't hit the Chaos 4 times there, but I never rolled anything good. Streamer rolls. And then this thing's kind of neat. I don't know. It's a bit of a... Yeah, that turned into a very awkward ring. That ring stole my money. What's up, Coinspin? Thank you, dude. You like my Shiba? Appreciate that. Mapping wasn't doing it. Dude, I feel like something was wrong the last 2 days. You know, they can hotfix loot. It felt so different the last 2 days. And somebody else in Discord had mentioned it too. Like, what's wrong with loot? So yeah, I don't know. It's probably just superstition and bad luck, but it sure felt different to me. I wonder how else I can speed up what my computer is doing here. Pretty much everything closed here. Puma, are you still there? I'm going to play your song again here pretty soon. Hey-oh! There's something wrong, dude. That's the third divine in 2 maps. Something's wrong. Ooh, Rarity Shrine. Annulment. Yeah, this is bad. This is dumb. I don't know what's going on. Holy cow, this map must have double rolled. So maps can double roll the quant. They do it 1/5 of the time. And if you're juicing quant and then you get a double roll, it's the juiciness is very, oh my god. The juiciness is very noticeable. Can't even finish my sentence before another divine drops. Yep, time to get into maps. Log in. Pew, 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 pew. Bow shot. All right, let me get this expedition going before. Oh my god, it did double roll. So look at this quant over here. 112 with 153% rarity. And then I have 121 player rarity. So this map is like absolutely nutty. Like, look at all those mods. Maybe we'll see a Hinacore lock. A man can dream, right? Okay, we're going to go right here. Go Boomy. Shaboomy. Fireworks. Woo! Cool. I'll come back to that. I'm going to keep sprint farming while I have this shrine. Yeah, the Hollow Palm can definitely do it. It's got the AoE potential that you need for like crushing these fully juiced. And it's like, I think it's the ultimate build for repeat Zesh runs. It is very solid for that. This build, for obvious reasons, is like superior for this map rerunning. Boom. 70 quant. Dude, that's really high on the tablets. You get one of those to double roll with some rarity on. That's going to be a festival, man. Is there a boss in there? There is. Interesting. Oh my god, more breaches. I love it. More breaches! Okay, I gotta start grabbing loot while I go now. I'm gonna be looting forever. Don't ruin my day, Kosis. Thank you. Bracers, belt. Yo, what's up, Faber? Dude, it's going great. There's lots of loot tonight. There's loot everywhere. Many divines are falling from the sky. And that always makes one smile. How are you tonight, Faber? Alright, so this boss is Lachlan. And you have to be careful because he does have an unevadable one-shot. There it is. He's frozen. We'll snipe him for fun. Easy mode. That's an interestingly really solid pair of gloves. Can hang on to that. Cool. What's up, Auto V? How's it going tonight, dude? Welcome, welcome. Got Ice Shatter online yesterday. About to run first maps on it. Hey, that's awesome. If you run into any struggles or questions, feel free to drop a POB in the chat. I'll take a look. I'm a build enthusiast. I like when people collaborate on builds. Every build I've ever put out as like, here's my cool thing I'm running, I ended up learning like a dozen things from the community on how to make it better. And that's my favorite part of like working on builds in this game with people. Oh, yeah. Headhunter mapping is fantastic. Agree. Agree and concur. We're going to go in here and blow this up. Boom. Yeah, man, for sure. Enjoy. My next project for this build, or I suppose the final form for this build, is going to be maximizing move speed. I'm not going to make any changes until I hit level 98 because dying is like too punitive. But at 98, I'm going to make quite a few changes I have in mind and see if the build can hang on to its tankiness with the changes. And if it can, then we'll have a new final form for this build. This current version is like so exclusively tanky, like my health pool basically never gets dipped. And that's really what you want when you're trying to level. Oh, I have no idea, man. I don't know a whole lot about that jewel. I haven't really dove into it. What's up, Coinspin? You did exclaim YouTube. That ought to be a command, but I'm bad. Coinspin. I'll drop this link for you. Current move in hideout. I think it's like around 70, 74. So then obviously some headhunter buffs get going and it goes up, but definitely just like, you know, self-rolling a massive pair of boots is going to be in the project, but also like reworking the skill tree around movement a little bit more is going to be in the project. Now, at no point am I going to sacrifice move speed for survivability, because obviously I'm trying to hit level 100 and deaths only get worse the higher you get. But I do think I can be like 30 to 40% faster and still one-shot everything and still not die. And that's the niche point I'm trying to hit. Constricting command. I don't think so. Is that the surrounded one? What is that? Help me out. Those guys just like disappeared. Like, where did they go? Yeah, not running that yet. Yep. That's something I'm going to try. Basically just for the move speed. It's a huge punishment for defenses. It basically changes how you want to do your defenses with Amazon. You probably just want to go with a hybrid build at that point, and not worry too much about stalking Panther. So it really changes how the build gets, you know, gets its defensive layers. %100% in hideout. Yeah, that sounds solid, right? Coin spin. I like the hand, dude. Dude's experimenting with being in a YouTube stream. Evasion, rarity, accuracy, fire res. The double accuracy roll was kind of cool there. That's pretty unique. Wait, where's the ritual I haven't done? Up here, it says. So it's one juicy map, dude. Wait, it said that was it. Ay, ay, ay. You lied to me, game. Owie. What the heck? That little thing nuked me. Gotta slam all the tablets, man. Check them for 7 quant. That's basically all you do. That's crazy. 10 explosive, 10 XP. That's kind of cool. It's a pretty nice amulet.
Say hello to my little friend. Hello.
Thanks to the sub, dude. Wow. Hit 25 crit. Not bad. It's not a bad amulet. It's not like insane, but could definitely be valuable to somebody.
Like a good deal.
Has enough going on that's got good value in it. 2 more divines in that map. Heck yes. We are printing. And then these 2 need some love. So those attribute requirements are really sad. I wonder if you can lop off something with an essence there. What do we have? This gives you quant of gold. That's awful. This gives you lightning recoup. That's also awful. All right, so we have no lop off potential with these. It means we'll just do this and call it a day. Bricked. Now these little cuties, we got 35 move, deflection, lightning, life on an evasion base. What we want is a flat or percent evasion prefix, and we'd be good to go. Gonna go with a regular rib and actually do an echo to get 2 chances to hit it. Coinspin, no, this is not the Amazon from the Hollow Palm guide. Well, yes and no. This is a totally different build, but almost all the items ported over from Hollow Palm, and the skill tree is almost the same. I have a little bit more of a defensive setup going on right now because I'm trying to hit level 100. But yeah, the 2 builds have an incredible number of similarities and a lot of overlapping items and stuff. There's 65% evasion. I gotta see what roll that is. I think that's pretty low. Dax boots, percent evasion. Yeah, that's a tier 4. We're gonna re-roll. Haha, 92. There's also 72 flat. Okay, the 92 is a tier 2 roll. That's solid. Darren says, Hollow Palm build got me here. Very interesting how this build overlaps. Let me grab a freshie POB link for you guys who are asking about it. And you can take a look at like the items and how they overlap. Now, you know, big caveat, this is a bow build, and Hollow Palm doesn't use a weapon. So there's an investment there, right, in order to switch and play this one. But everything else you can just port over pretty immediately and just go. Did that go to YouTube? No, it didn't. It won't let me send to this YouTube chat for some reason. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Event feed, platforms, YouTube, log out, sign in, connected. Log out, sign in, connected. Okay, now can I? Nope. Send to all. Been struggling to stay alive with Hollow Palm. If you have a POB, you're welcome to share it with me in the chat here, and I can help troubleshoot that for you. There's my updated POB for this build. And I do discuss in the build guide for this build how specifically it switched over in its early stages, which was basically a porting of all items and then the purchase of a cheap quiver and a cheap bow. Now I have expensive quiver and expensive bow, but I started out with cheap ones and it worked really well still. All right, let's see where we're at with this guy. 500 evasion, 109 life, deflection as evasion, and 42 resist. Nothing exists with that set of properties. We could take the life off as an experiment. 3 divines. There's probably a 3 to 4 divine boot. I'll go 3 and try and get a quicker sale on it. They're really solid boots.
Price for that? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think the most underrated defensive part, like the thing people don't realize, is just how powerful evasion is, especially on Amazon. So that's probably what's going on. But you never know. Abyss pits always have rewards. That's what we're running tonight. It's working out very well so far, right? Trenches. That's a Viridian. Kind of want to get to this tower and then I can triple slam this thing. This map won't be juicy like the other two. We still have no gray boxes tonight. This is a good thing. Whoa. Something slowed me immensely there. That was interesting. Whoa. I think it's just a little bit of lag. Yep, I'm just lagging. Superior Sapphire. That's cool. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Oh my gosh, it's exploding in here. Well, freebooter. Don't mind if I do. Oh, yeah, I probably did miss that. I'm sorry. I don't intentionally have any deflection mods on gear. I can check in a second to see if I do. My deflection rating is at about 50%. And that is because I'm stacking more energy shield than I normally do. So the deflection is like a buffer, right? It's in case you get hit. And another equivalency to that buffer is just having a bigger health pool to dip into. When I was able to stack more ES, the need for high deflection went down. But yeah, let me see here. All right, so I don't have it there. I don't have it there. And I don't have it there. No deflection stacking. And my rating is 52% with a 43% reduction. Now my evasion is 77 to 80, depending on like the buffs I have in combat. And I've actually come down on that recently. It used to be like 82, 83, which was really good, but it was overtuned. I mean, you can have too much defense. You're losing out on damage if your defense is higher. And ultimately losing out on speed, right? Not just damage. So you could have plenty of damage. I'm basic bow shotting everything. Oh my god, I love this shrine. Best shrine is best. Alright, where's that boss? It says it's down here. Yeah, the surrounded hat changes almost like how you want to do everything. But again, that's final form. I really like intermediate forms of builds because they're really budget friendly and you're like really learning about the build, right? Goodbye. Tier 10 roll. Ew. That was gross to see on paper. Okay, we have one more ambient song to hear, and it's Nigakanu. This one's one of my faves. Let me guess. You all want me to turn it up? Thank you for asking. Huh. Those are like promising but not good. I'm going to drop them here in case somebody like wants to do something cooler with those. I'm allergic to armor stuff sometimes. Ooh, it went down. Rude. Okay, what's the other mod I'm looking for here? I need to pull up my own spreadsheet, man. Hey, we got lots of people in here. What's up? Providing value to the community. Woohoo! Depths, boss, rewards, pits. Search rewards. Alright, I still have some more rewards to run. To get there, I have to go Wildwood and Ranges. Wildwood, we just want like the dumpiest map possible, right? That'll do. Glitchy game. By the way, if you've never played PoE 1, the Wildwood Zone, it was taken from PoE 1 and is a much more interesting encounter in that game. Highly recommend trying it out for yourself so you can see it in all its glory. Next strongbox is reopenable. That's cool. That's cool. I actually didn't know that was an omen. That's really cool. Another one. Sweet. I like reinforcements. Summons 2 rogue exiles when it summons 1. It's pretty cool. Can't believe this instance is still going. There's no rares left. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm getting kicked out. That was really long. I guess I already did this. What's up, Max? How's it going, dude? Did they fix the exile omen? So what it does now, I don't remember what it did in .2, but what it does now is that if there is 1 rogue exile, it spawns 2 instead. Which is cool. I like it. Mesmerian ranges. That's the same as in .2. What is it supposed to do? Because this says, let me read it again. I thought that was how it read. The next rogue exile you encounter will summon an ally. That sounds right to me. I feel like the text was different in .2 though. I also feel like .2 just like guaranteed an exile summon, which definitely didn't seem right. Well, yeah, it works now. We're at 500k basic bow shot DPS. All the glory, man. I think exalts are like 300 to 1 now, so not exactly appetizing to pick up. The Incarnation of Death. Which boss is that? That could be scary, man. Oh my god, it's him. You gotta be careful spawning those bosses. So this is why I like this Abyss mod. We get lots of coffers. Coffers are good. I mean, just in general, the chests are good, right? Because you can also get, like, good Abyss crafting currency and stuff. I love those giant elephants. Whoa, what is that modifier on that guy? I don't think I've ever seen that one. That was interesting. Yeah, Abyss chests are awesome, right? I mean, they're so much fun. And they have so many different avenues of being valuable, which is so nice. Okay, let's get out of here as quickly as possible. Boop. Bad spear is bad. On to the next. Let's get a queen. Tier 4 queens. I guess we won't. Well, I guess it's a tower map, so I can do a 14. Should be fine. No gray boxes of Doom tonight. Feels good. Double Omen of Light in the Depths. Dude, that's fantastic. That's not just good, it's great. You won the game on that one. That's better than currency. I mean, that's better than like 2 divines dropping. A lot better. Those are like almost 4 divines, I think. There she is. The queen. She dropped nothing. Wow. Look at all those items, though. She has, like, a really big quant modifier. There you are, my lovely Abyss. That's it? Sometimes they're spread out. Sometimes you get one here and one over there. We'll see. Hopefully that's not it. Alright, I guess that's it. Alright, do I want a grand project here? I've been doing some grand projects here and there just to get things moving around a little more. There's no overrun tiles. So I'm probably not even going to go this direction. So we won't grand project. We're just going to get a triple juice on these guys, and especially this guy right here. It's going to be nasty. Quant items, 7%. Let's see if I have any. There's one with the radiation. That one's shrines. I like that better. 4%. Artifacts. Runic monsters. Rarity. Ooh, even more shrines. Wow. Good rolls here, man. Very good rolls. No, not gray boxes. Boo. Thanks for the heads up, though. I do know how to fix them. Stupid gray boxes, dude. All better. So ridiculous, man. Okay, let's see here. Let's get the hideout music box going. And we're going to play Nigakanu. It's a great song. I nuked those. Thanks for the heads up, Akuma. All right, back to searching for tablets. Quant items, 7%. Nothing. I have no, like, breach or expedition ones.
Have an order?
I could have them in here. There's a chance. pack size. Nope. Gonna have to go buy them. Shopping time. Let's see. Which one is my search? Here it is. We are going to look for quant and XP gain first. That one's Overseer. That's nice. That's an irradiated with strong boxes. There's a ritual 1 div. That's super solid. Definitely take that. And then keep going and see if there's a breach or something. There's Expedition 1. 2 div, though.
Oh, nice choice.
Thank you. Don't think I want to pay that much for an Expedition XP. I really want breach. So we'll go like this. Oh, wow. Dude, I was going to say, that is, like, really cheap. Why does it say he has a ton of these? That can't be true, right? Ah, somebody's buying them all. No. Somebody came in here and sniped all of those. Those were way underpriced, dude. Increase magic monsters, splinters, magic monsters. I mean, what you want to see is chance for an additional breach, right? But density is okay. I'll take 4% density.
It's done. I'll sort it.
All right. Boom. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, we got some really nice tiles here. Some 40s and 50s and probably even some 60s in this region over here with the triple overlap. Oh, it might be a quadruple overlap in here. There's a 56. There's a 77. Oh, baby. All right, I'm going to run that with an overrun tile. I can go buy an overrun for that. That is so insane. It's 2 div for an overrun. You're kidding me. How many annuls? Okay, 3 annuls for an overrun. That one's 4. It doesn't have deliriousness yet. So that's probably worth the extra annul. Because you want to have the rare monster buff on there. Got to make sure it doesn't have ailment threshold as well. Because it is, you know, it's not a hard map, but it does get a little bit more difficult. Even more for a 16. Dude, how much are the 16s?
Definitely want that one. Right?
That's crazy. Map rolling is probably just a great strat right now if you know what you're doing. All right. 6 properties. Overrun. 101 rarity. 45% rare monsters. On the ultimate tile of doom. 77%. That one hit 63. That's also fantastic. Pray for no death. A death would be a tragedy. I'm at 45%. A death would probably take me down to like 42 maybe. Where are you, Abyss? Here you are. Oh, I didn't check the quant. I gotta check the quant, see if we double rolled. Oh my god, it double rolled. No, actually it didn't double roll. It's just so high base. Double roll would have been like 200%. Oh my god, I just lagged so hard. Don't scare me like that, game. Oh, sweet. This terrain is so weird, it's freaking me out. Just sprint. He got frozen in the air. Just sprint, baby. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm teleporting, I'm sprinting. The terrain is so weird. All right, we're off to an okay start here. That was actually pretty bumpy. Oh my god, the teleporting, dude. How is it doing it so quickly? Does the acceleration try and reduce your cooldown? That would make sense. I don't know what's going on. This build explodes everything. Holy smokes. Let's add a breach to this and see if we can blow up the game. Good idea. I am just sprinting, dude. See you later, buddy. You can hear all the drops. So fun. All right, so I'm going to declare this build slightly capable of really difficult content after that. After that mess. It's a really good cold roll. Take a quick look at that. Bad. 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 Woo, baby. The exalts are here. Not picking up exalts. No, I am. I just wanted to sprint. Delete that map because it was really fun. Also, you have to wait for the coffers to come up, and sometimes it's better to just sprint off and then you can grab them later. That's all that was. No, I still have a lot of abyss pits to clear here. This map's not done. The Omen of Light and the perfect exalt are still to drop. Okay, there's a monster for this pit somewhere. There it is. Depths, yes! Sweet. Thought I didn't like them anymore. I mean, they are like 300 to 1, but they're still an exalt, right? They're still useful, and they are still like the standard for doing everything because you've got to slam your maps. Whoa, nice. There's a 5 to fire. That's cool. That's it. The end. Exactly, Faber. Well said, my friend. All right, so for that map, 103 quant, 162 rarity, overrun by the Abyss. The haul was definitely not up to expectation. Trying to think in terms of value brought in. I mean, some of these rares might be good, so that's pretty hard to value in there, but that fire damage one is interesting. This bow is kind of interesting. I could try to... I could give it a Abyss mod and then try to lop off something with an essence, right? You see here. Weapon. Removes a modifier and augments with a new guaranteed modifier. So we can go for the 4 to level of attack skills. It's a suffix modifier, so we're trying to replace the fizz or the crit. I think there's any other way to do that right. Yeah, that's probably it. It's like a 50-50. We replace the fizz. Sweet. That's probably perfect, so... I'm not super familiar with the crafting here. That's the extra as cold. I don't think you can do anything else once it's already rare. It's only these removal type modifiers. This is the onslaught. And that would need to remove the leech. So that would be 1 and 3. I could go for that at the end if these work out. 12 to 19 fizz, that's brutal. So we'll go for the onslaught now. I removed the crit. So that's like a brick, right? Do a regular exalt. And roll more cold. I suppose you could go really hard and try and chaos off the leech, but it's probably not worth it at that point. Everything goes up for 50 exalt in case there's something to learn from it. Okay. Oh, we got a grand project. That's cool. I didn't realize that dropped. That's valuable. I like to save those. Those are really, like, really useful. +5 with 110 fire damage and cast speed. I don't really know wands. I don't really know what to do with this next. I just think I'm going to go with a Greater Exalt. Ew. Tier 6 mana on a Greater Exalt? Give me a break, dude. Ew. Let's go do a random desecration. Nothing crazy. I think wands are like really cheap, right? Because there's a super deterministic crafting method for them. That's probably solid right there. That might be tier 1. What does it go up to? 30% or is it 50%? It's tier 2. It must go up to 30% then. Alright, so good wand? I don't know. Let's see. Fire damages extra. Search. Oh, yeah. That's a really good wand, right? I mean, you probably have to pull that to do a fair assessment. But you have damages something. Let's take a look at these. Invocated spells deal increased damage. Here's one with as extra lightning, so it's only one divine. And his crit hit chance for spells. So probably this is not as good as I think it is. Increase fire, cast speed, damages cold. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's you.
It's like a 2 divine wand at best. That's crazy that this would only be a 2
Is that a
divine
good
wand.
price for that? I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I think that they are. There was a conversation in Discord today about their deterministic crafting nature. And like net takeaway for me was like, okay, it's really easy to craft a really good wand. I like Mineshaft. Gonna get to 50% tonight? That would be pretty amazing. I kept missing that guy with the Nova Proj. That's pretty amazing. +3 Proj and Nova. Pick up those humble exalts. Humble beginnings.
No mana.
I love when you get the Headhunter buff for additional proj. Your proj is like so crazy. I don't know how many more it gives. It seems like it's 3 or 4 maybe. It's a lot. Can't remember if I have the node for mobility. I've been thinking about taking this node unhindered. 12% reduced penalty. So if you combo that with Roa, that's 92% reduced penalty. I have a lot of places where I can hike back 2 points. So after I level, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then that level will be right there. Otherwise, the tree is so strict, I don't have room for things. I could look for it on a Megalo, maybe. Yo, what's up, True Gen? Awesome to hear, dude. Which build are you on? The Hollow Palm or the Ice Shatter? 8th character, but favorite so far? Dude, 8 characters. That's pretty awesome of you. That's amazing. I've still only made 1 character. I suck. Well, goodbye, Omni. Dude, that's awesome. Cool, I'm glad you like the Ice Shot build. I've been, like, evangelizing this build a lot, but, you know, obviously everybody's, like... Hollow Palm is so inherently exciting. Being an unarmed build, it was easy to hype Hollow Palm. This one, it's like, oh, it's bows, but then you realize it plays so different than other bows. It's very special. And just an absolute map wrecker.
Need mana.
Whoop. Heading into the dense abyss. Boom. We got a depth. Woohoo.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yes, shattering things is a blast. Thanks for the sub, by the way, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for being here. If you're here, I appreciate you. Appreciate your online digital presence. Yeah, exactly. The lazy man effect of this build compared to Hollow is like just so awesome. Oh, you were main Hollow on Invoker. Okay, that's cool. If I were like hardcore or like maybe even solo self-found, I might have gone Invoker for the Hollow. Be really fun, like stacking ES and stuff. Where's the loot, dude? It's all exalts tonight. Aside from the 4 divs. It's all exalts. Bow Invoker with 10k ES. Yeah, that's pretty fun. I mean, you almost can't die at that point. There's definitely always the boss one-shots, but... ES becomes your deflection, and it's really OP. Oh my god, I know. The leveling with Hollow Palm was a joke. The campaign was an absolute joke. It was like level 27, Hollow Palm, done. Campaign over. All they need is like garbage evasion gear and I'm good to go. It was the weirdest thing. I didn't even like really know what Act 4 is all about because everything just deleted so fast. You're surprised they didn't buff Hollow Palm? What would you have done for the buff? Honestly, think they'll nerf it. Between this season and next, I think they'll nerf it. Not obviously not like a mid-season nerf, but it's a design space cramper. Look at that 61 Spirit Sleek jacket. I probably need to chaos and see if I can make that thing beautiful. All bad. All bad. That's fine, PBT. There's a small army in Discord of people who are like you. Oh my god, I thought I died. My heart just skipped a beat. Dude, what the heck happened right there? I gotta record that and go look at what happened. That was really weird. My heart actually, like, stopped there. Oh god, that was scary. This little mantle is worth riffing on. Tier 5 ES. Ew. Go away. These rituals have been a little rough of late. That was a nice map, though. Oh my god.
Savage wee thing.
Oh, health. Yes. HP health. I get you. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't buff health and nerf energy shield. But they didn't. It's just not on the list of things to fix right now. They have a nice hefty list, and those aren't on it. Maybe next league, but also maybe not. I know they're really big on focusing on the list at hand, which I respect. All right, these two armors, they're both pretty cute. This one, we've got a hybrid ES and a tier 2 flat ES and dual resists. So we're going to go rib on that. This one, is this good with that max life on there? I got dual res. I don't think so. I think this one needs chaos and we lost the spirit. Okay, so that one's easily taken care of. And we'll go double roll this. Whip up a quick guide on how to identify valuable gear from the junk. Yeah, that's a really useful thing to know, but I don't think it's like quick guidable. It is so complex what makes something good. Is 55 spirit good here? What would the ES get up to? Like 400 with quality and runes? 400 dual res and 55 spirit. That might be good. Let me open this up and deep dive this. Search. Click. Alright, so 2 Exalt, and then we'll add Spirit. We'll just say 50. We'll like keep it modest here. No results. Corrupted any, sanctified any, search. No results. Turn that off, search. There we go. 1 annul, 2 annul. Yeah, I guess if I vol it and get a 3rd socket and get that base ES up, then we're looking at like 2 annul, which I guess is what I'll do. Hype for them to rework the endgame. Me too. They really have something to live up to there with that promise. I'm a little nervous for them. That's a tall order to fix this endgame to the community standard anyway. Oh crap, I'm bad. I forgot to put sockets in it. What did it do? Oh man, it downrolled like 3 mods. Okay, it makes you feel better about forgetting the sockets. It's too busy yapping. Okay, I need to go into Onge and see if I have some waystones that are good to run here. Let's look for depths. Nope. Boss. Nope. Rewards. Increase reward. Nope. Queen. There's the queen. I don't know why I dumped that one in there. That looks solid. We'll run that. Yeah, a lot of people say that about Dot 2. I loved Dot 2. I just thought, like, well, I think in both leagues, build diversity is really suffering. But outside of that, outside of suffering build diversity, I thought Dot 2 was really fun. I have to save these juicer tiles. I'm going to call this Magooser. I'm full on bookmarks. Dude, at least give us more bookmarks, game. Holy cow. I'll remove that silent cave. We're going to label this area Magooser area. I'm going to come back to that when I have more overrun maps. And right now, I don't think I want to be in full walk mode. I want to do some nice tiles, but I do want to be like working towards something, so we can go like that. Yeah, I'm worried, like, I don't know, I'm worried for GGG because I think the only fix for the end game is to get rid of this Atlas. Like, I don't think the problem is just towers. I think people think the problem is just towers. But I think the problem is just the whole Atlas, because it inherently makes you do busy work, right? Like, if you want to do the stuff that you want to do, you have to go through stuff that you don't want to do. Oh my god, look at the queen. She dropped 5-tiered A-tier rares. She's good, man. She has good quant. So yeah, having to do busy work to do the real work just should never be in the end game of an ARPG. That's what the campaign is. I mean, I like campaigns in general if they're good, but like fundamentally, campaign is the thing you have to get through in order to get your character to where you want it to be and to get to the content that's really rewarding. So then to also have like
There's a nice surprise.
busy required work in the end game, that's just gotta go, man.
I've no mana.
And that's just fundamental to this Atlas. It's just there. So we'll see. Feel like they won't get rid of it altogether, and then everybody's gonna be really mad. But what can you do? Fireworks. Was that all of it? I guess it was. Oh man, there was a big chest up there. I didn't realize that. Jinbaria. Okay, I gotta go get this Queen Mother rare drops. Then we'll go north. What is this movement speed? When you have this shrine, goes up to 130. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have like 100 plus. And then this shrine would be like totally weird. It would feel weird to have it. It'd be like too fast. There's a breach somewhere. Abyss time. Always exciting. Abyss is always exciting. So many rares. Oh, goodness. Okay, there's the breach. Breaches are still exciting, too. Exceptional Cavalry Bow. Ooh, it's a 3-socket. Is that base any good? Any of my bow bros? No. Does anyone care about cavalry bows? Probably not. It's probably completely dog. Oh my god, I got the additional proj. This is so cool.
A worthy foe. My mana's gone. No mana.
Is that it? Come on. I want more monsters to kill. No. That was all of them. It says there's a rare left. Oh boy. Long walk. Maybe I can checkpoint up there. Hopefully this is close. There's good checkpoints on this map. They kind of forgot them on some of the maps, I noticed. Oh, it doesn't get me there. Where is that rare dude? Tier 4, Tier 3 with ends? Bad. There we go. Whoop, whoop.
What is it?
Lots of items to look at. Bad. Bad. Ooh. Well, that's kind of interesting. We could try and work with that. Bad. 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 Okay. Exceptional Cavalry Bow. Eye level 83 socket. Really? One chaos? There's that many of these? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. I guess nobody crafts cavalry bows. Where does that fit in with all of the bows? That's the question we need to answer here. Two-handed weapons, bow, item. is way down here. 5 base crit and 98 base fizz. Obliterator is 138 base fizz. It's more base fizz than Gemini, but it's less than Warmonger, so pretty bad, I suppose. I don't know. 98, that seems cool. Let's give it a little love here. 81 Ellie. Ew. Just like that.
Yes?
It's a goner.
I'm sure someone will want that.
And then everything else is a brick. Oh, the freebooter cap was kind of cool. We'll have to do some stuff with that.
Check back soon.
Thank you. All right, this guy has dual res and rarity. I don't think there's anything fancy we can do here. It's just greater exalt. We hit max mana, which you really didn't want. Because you really want this to be an evasion helmet. But we'll go down and see what we can do with this. TR has a quick question. 1 Megalite Maniac with Crystallize. Have a Heart of the Well Diamond, Time Lost Sapphire, 1 L Emerald. But the chill immunity isn't working. Oh, it's referring to this right here. It's not referring to your jewel capacity, support gem capacity. So they have to be int dominant, and it's got to be, it's weapon swap specific. So like I took my Roa and I shoved a muster in here. And I think I decked out like, because I had a lot of green gems, obviously. But yeah, I think the muster there, and then on swap I threw a blue pinpoint into the other bow shop. What's up, Curse? Welcome. Hey, I Dom Dom. Welcome. There's evasion 78, pretty bad. We're gonna re-roll, and then max life. Kind of weird. I go with the evasion, I guess. It's a tier 4. That's pretty sad. This is probably worth nothing, but I'm gonna go see what we can do with it. You never know with rarity being on there. YOLO Vol. Boing. Probably bricked. Whenever your rare item like sort of stays the same after you vol, it's like usually a brick. We rolled hybrid evasion life, and the max mana stayed. So yeah, this is probably garbage. 491 rarity. I'm going to turn that off and go like this. 25 exalt maybe. If I were to get 25 exalt from that, I'd be pretty happy. Let's see the POB, Faber. Drop it in, baby. Did you drop it in and I can't see it? Or is it not letting you drop it in? Let's see here. No, I haven't seen it yet. Is it being grumpy? If so, like PM it to me on Discord or something and I can pull it up. Yeah, did you see it? Like, here's the live chat. It must have shown for you and then not for anybody else, which is real sad. Put it in the Discord or like PM it to me. Ooh, Abyss Boss. Sweet. Okay, cool. This augury is really juicy. That's actually like too juicy to run with these tiles I have. I'll come down here to this raised fields, which is a little bit weak. We'll stretch our legs a little bit. There we go. I got you, Faber. You got your bow shot to 150k in hideout. What's with the 13% chaos? Ooh, look at you with fancy rited passage. And an ES enchanted headhunter. Damn, dude, this is some good stuff. Pretty solid here. It looks like you're at the point of stacking rarity, so it's excellent. Oh my god, triple res chest with a max life enchant. Calandras. Dude, that's nice. Got the ES from Armor and Global Def. Dude, this might be stronger than like what I'm running. In your freebooter, you do want Ulamon's Gaze. That's actually one place where I can buff you up a little bit. So this gives you 1 accuracy per item evasion on the helmet. So it's around 1200 base accuracy, which is insane. So yeah, definitely get that going. And yeah, that's a pretty solid bow. This bow could be improved, but definitely solid. Heart of the Well is solid. I see the extra chaos there. It's kind of got two bricked mods on it, but it's pretty solid. Awesome. I have switched, so on the tree, I have switched to this setup here, which is a From Nothing Walker of the Wilds. And you take all of these. This node is just very good on its own. And then I have an Against the Darkness that is 4% of damage as extra cold. So it ends up being 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, which is crazy. And then has +3 chaos for small passives. Now, ideally, this is a double damage as extra, 4 and 4, but those are like 100 divs. So I haven't gotten there yet, but ultimately I'd like to. Yeah, definitely get the Ulamon's Gaze in there. Now, honestly, the Time Lost Sapphire might have been more damage. Because we're Amazon and because crit is really good, that might have been more. This feels like an ailment threshold map. Things are not shattering easily. Scary. Well, he froze really fast. So maybe not. Need to turn those Great Hammers off. I'm done with those. You have one with double extra? Dude, even bad rolls, they were so expensive. I was like, my jaw was hanging open at how expensive those were. It's like, dude, I need to run Sakamas. It's crazy how much that is. Map completed? What? I just opened this map. You're kidding. Oh man, this Abyss is nasty. Lightless Void. Woohoo. And a coffer. Let's go. A +4 and +3 and it was 40D. Dude, I think it's worth more than that. Let me look here. Welcome back, Puma. Wait, what the heck just happened? Against the Darkness. We'll do account. Notable damage extra. Fire. Copy that. Cold. Lightning and 2. 78 div for any roll. And you have a 4 and a 3, so we'll do triple 3s. Oh, triple... Wait. Why is a 4 and a 3 78 div and a 2 and a 2 is 78 div? What the heck's wrong with my Surge? Is it because they're already corrupted, maybe? No? Interesting. Oh, okay. It's just that single one, and then after that, they're all 4 and 3s. So yeah, man, you're at like 78 divs there, which is just crazy, dude. So crazy. All right, we're going to go with Puma's Jams since she's back. You make sure volume's up decently. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That guy was kind of rude. The proof is in the pudding, she says. Not what she says, actually. Oh, yeah. It's a tasty ambient vibe. Yeah, it needs like an overall like volume upper. Because I've got my Chrome max and I've got the global max and it still is like kind of quiet. He's so angry. Yeah, I got that max too. All the way up right here. It gets a little louder like up in here. And I just appreciate it for what it is. I mean, I could turn the overall like stream volume up, I think. Could go like this, but that's going to make everything really loud. Yeah, that's heinous. I can't make PoE that loud. Cool, cool. Thank you. I really like it. I mean, it's my kind of thing. I'm a sucker for ambient, like, synth waves. Me too, me too. You could name the playlist Ambient Synthwave for Mapping. Label it royalty free. We'll all use it, and then you can switch the royalties later. And make money! I only suggest that because that's what a lot of people have done, and it's hilarious. All samples from Hollow Knight. Really cool. Had to wait for those 34 splinters, baby. Dang, that thing is a hoss. Not gonna take it, though. Life recovery to minions? I didn't know that was a thing, actually. I forgot. Whoa. Rarity alert.
What's new? Someone is bound to buy that.
7% quant with increased magic monsters. Woohoo! That's solid. And another invitation. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I suppose I can run them all. You can find the belt, right? I could go belt hunting. All right, I think at this point I need to go roll some maps. Increased difficulty. So if you've just recently joined, today I made a video on rolling maps. There's an additional pits. That's pretty good. And I made a tier list for the map mods, the Abyss map mods, which I think is something that's like didn't exist and is really valuable. Oh, wow, that amulet sold instantly. Maybe I was wrong about that amulet. Anyway, you want to find these sets of mods on your rolled maps. And I've basically run all of them that have run these 9 mods. So I need to throw all these up for sale and get to crafting some more. What's up, Joker? Welcome, dude. I switched to bow. I wanted to do something besides Hollow Palm this league, and I really like Shatter. And I really like the new snipe mechanic they made, where snipe absorbs freeze for giga damage. 4,260% plus 1,600 plus 587 times crit multi equals 500 million damage when done right. So I wanted to like do that, and then I wanted to shatter stuff with a Giga Herald device. So that's like the fun reason, and then I guess the utility-based reason is I wanted to go for level 100, and I didn't want to do that with Hollow Palm because it's mechanically like really involved. So this keeps the mechanics of it simple on a build that's still like really enjoyable. That was, you know, that was a lot of words. Hopefully that answered the question. I love Mineshaft. It's a great map. I mean, you really only need Ice Shot and Spirit. You only need Ice Shot and Herald to do the whole build, really. Actually, I take that back. Tornado Shot's really valuable. You should have Tornado Shot at least. But you don't need the Snipe. It is really effective on, like, if you use the node where the map boss is in Union of Souls, then that map boss ends up being, like, super tanky. So then you end up actually using your Snipe. But otherwise, it's not needed. That's like the niche scenario it's needed in. Yellow.
Hello there.
Hi, Rog. What are you doing? Ooh, logbooks from Runix. Additional life missing. What a weird expedition layout, dude. Immune to cold damage. I obviously can't do that. This is weird and scary. I guess we're going to go like this, and then we're going to trigger it and run this way because the layout's so weird. You just started a Deadeye? I mean, you can run this on Deadeye. I think it's worse. It'll still kill everything, though. It's not like it'll be like noticeably worse. I guess you could stack more ES on Deadeye. Yeah, the mapping with this build is really fun. Shattering stuff is just, it's not only like really satisfying, but it's just such a clean clear. It guarantee wipes out every monster, which, you know, residual monsters are a thing with other builds, especially lightning-based ones, because you low roll the damage and things are bad like that. But yeah, with Herald of Ice being as potent as it is and the AoE being so ginormous, you always kill everything, which is really nice. And you kill it with shatter explosions, which are so fun. How many changes on the tree compared to the Moba guide? Not a ton. I put a POB up earlier. I can put it up again, and you can see. I've been experimenting with some different things, but overall not too many changes. Dude, where's the expedition? Was that it? The heck? Divine! Let's go! That's Divine number 5 or 6 tonight, maybe? Very solid. PoE 2 solid. If it were PoE 1, we'd have like 130, but we'll take 6. Dude, I wonder what that minion amulet was worth. Anytime something has a good rarity roll, like, stop and take a close look. Freaking rarity, dude. So good.
Need mana.
A Vol Pack Jewel for more speed. Yeah, that probably does feel really good. If I was 0% concerned about dying, I would do that. But right now I'm 100% concerned about dying, and so damage is defense, and Walker of the Wilds is too good. But we were talking earlier, I'm going to do, like, after I level once, I have a bunch of experimental ideas for, like, a more final form of the build, including some of the standard, like, surrounded tech stuff, so we'll see. I definitely don't want to do that, though, before I level, because each death at this tier is, like, I don't know, 10 hours. I have shrine nodes with XP shrine like 100% more likely, and this is the first one I've seen all night. What is this Atlas? Yeah, rarity makes things super valuable. I need to move that tablet out of there so I don't keep getting pinged on it. That was the end of the mix. You got any more songs, Puma?
Need mana.
14 monsters left. It's probably just this box. As much as I'd like to listen to this song, it might get... Oh God, make it stop. It might be copywritten. That was a great map. Hell yeah. Max says, can you still use a Huntress with quarterstaff build? Sorry, I didn't see that question right away. And yeah, of course. It's probably better on softcore. You know, hardcore you want to be on Monk, but softcore you're not as concerned. All stellar amulets get my love. That one I suppose is bad. Increase cold damage, increase lightning damage, 28 strength, and third. Okay, this is a ring that's probably worth a desecration. Is it worth an echoes? I think it is. Those are really good rolls. Let's go see what we got down here. Awesome, Puma. Well, I'm really excited. Thank you. 91 HPT, base damage and falling thunder is 146k. Not as fast to clear. Dying is priority. Yeah, I mean, wait to speed up until everything else is clicking, right? 39 fire res. That's probably fine. I don't think there's anything else I should take there. Only play on softcore and die a zillion times. Yeah, that's fine. It's one of the joys of softcore. Yeah, I get you. Not dying is priority. Yeah. And, you know, offense is defense in this game. If everything dies immediately when it sees you, you're good to go and you can move on and not die to ground effects. So something to think about there. Okay, we want to hit this with lightning modifiers. And now we'll give it a go. So, we'll switch that to neutral attributes. 95 total resists. And we'll try that. 3, 4, up to 15. If we add a chaos implicit, does not exist. So what is this worth? You know, attributes are kind of overrated. Let me turn attributes off. Could be just a 1 or 2 div ring. It could be like a 4 or 5 div ring. I think I'll start it at 4.
Is that a good price for that?
And we'll see how it
I have
goes.
no idea.
What's the program I'm using? It's called PoE Overlay 2. It is a really, really good program. Here's what it looks like. They've got, you know, regularly updated currency values with history, which is So awesome. It's organized by tab. Also awesome. And then, yeah, their trade search filter is super OP. There's two big downsides. One is that to really get it going, you have to pay, and it is like $2 a month or something. It works free. And then it's in Overwolf. Womp womp. And Overwolf, if you don't know, is bad. All right, we need to roll some maps. It's time to set up for a big map roll. 4, 8, 12, 16. We're going to roll 20. So I'll kind of show like what I do when I roll a boatload of maps. First thing, for spending, you want to swap divines for Exalt temporarily.
Let's see if there are any takers.
You never want to hold on to Exalt because it's losing value like every day, and it will go up to 1,000 to 1 eventually. But for your short-term purchases,
Have an order?
usually the cheapest price is going to be the Exalt base price. And then we need 20 of these at 25 per. It seems like a little expensive. There we go, 23 per. So what is that going to be? Like 440? Close. Look at that. Look at that quick math.
All right. Your order is registered.
And then I probably need a little bit more paranoia. Do we need 184? No. Like 80. At 2.5 each. Like 200.
I'll
Dang,
get
look at
back
that.
as soon
Look
as
at
I
that
can.
sharp mind going here tonight.
You've got some goods in.
I'm proud of that. Does paying for it bypass the rate limit? No, I think you just have to log in to bypass that. I don't think you have to pay for it to bypass that. Okay, here's what we do. First thing is get all of these waystones up to 6 affixes. Slam, 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 slam. Am I out of exalts? Nope, we have enough exalts. I use a little mouse tool program to turn my scroll wheel up into a left click, which can save your fingers in these map rolling sessions. Highly recommend it. This is a commonly used program in PoE1. It's called X button mouse control. It saves the fingers, man. Beautiful. Now we're going to go chaotic rarity and hit everything with precisely 1 chaos. Beautiful. And now we're going to go vertebra. And get 1 mod there. And down to the Well of Justice. Yeah, Overwolf is a bummer because it's a little application that sits open on your computer. And it has like an overlay component over here that slows. Like generally, it's just kind of a resource hog that's always on. So it's really annoying. And it's also like super ad spammy, and it kind of like has some weird spyware stuff going on. You basically like selling your soul to get a tool at the end of the day. You gonna go play Silk Song? All right. Thanks for hanging out, Puma, and have a good night. Appreciate you. They have a standalone version without Overwolf. I'd pay double for that. Are you kidding me? Give me a link in Discord or something. Oh my god, that would be awesome. Okay, so I pretty much have my tier list memorized, but if you don't know, I've got a tier list for these mods, and then I've got a guide for the crafting. I'll link those in the chats. I can't actually put them quickly in the YouTube chat. I'd have to pull up the YouTube broadcast, which I can go ahead and do really quickly here. What do I have pinned in YouTube? Okay, I've got the spreadsheet pinned, but there's the written guide, and there's a video as well. But yeah, Incubator Queen is best one here. If you like Union of Souls with Map Boss, that would be the best one here. I don't like that mod because it can get me killed. I'm going to take the other one. Abyssal Depths. That's number 2. Best one. Woohoo. Oh, Overrun. On 102 rarity. That's a 3-div map, baby. Always rewards. Beautiful. Marked for Death is best here by far, but it's very rippy. So I will probably sell that one. Natural and rare have an extra modifier. That's pretty bad, but it's fine, I guess. Marked for Death again. Marked for Death again. Abyssal Depths. Woohoo! Solid. These all suck. Bummer. Take the difficulty one. Abyssal Boss is solid. These are all bad again. But that one was best. Union of Souls, also bad. Marked for Death. Marked for Death is good. I just don't run it because it can get me killed. Incubator Queen. Ooh, Always Rewards or Incubator Queen. What did I decide here? I think I decided Always Rewards. Yeah. Always Rewards is probably better. I don't know. The Queen's really good. I have more testing to do on her. Jury's out. Depths. Woohoo! And Marked for Death again. Wow, lots of Marked for Death and only one Overrun. Yeah, I saw the request. It's fine. I need to drop it into an actual tab. What's up, Mills? Would I be interested in crafting a 3-socket helmet and running 3 2% XP runes? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that sounds like something I should definitely consider since I'm on this long and endless journey to hit level 100. Thanks for the call out. And yeah, switching to the 5 XP from campaign, doesn't that come with a big drawback? I probably can't do that because of the drawback. I can't exactly remember what it was, but yeah, I need to turn on link sharing in YouTube. I'm not sure how to do that. I clicked your link and it's just loading the stream. Oh, standalone. Woohoo! Dude, that is game changing. Thank you, Max. I am definitely going to use that. Okay, now we take all these maps and we put them in this tab. And we bring out the good one. Leads to Depths. Leads to Boss. Always Rewards. This is just me doing the tier list right here. Additional pits. Bonk. That was it. And then the Queen. I think that's all of them. And now we can do Marked for Death up here. And then Modifier over here. And those ones were also additional pits. Cool. So broadly speaking, the ones right here will sell for 50 Exalt. That's not like insta-sell or anything. But yeah, so with that, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, that's like almost 2 divines. You can say it rounds out to 2 if we also do these. And then this one is a 2 to 3 divine roll. So that mapping session, it cost, we did 20 maps, and I've got kind of the cost estimate here. Each 5 costs about a divine. So it costs about 4 divine to roll all of those, and then the sale price for them back is probably around 5 divine, give or take how long I want to wait, and how gamey I want to get with these really crappy ones. Obviously, I'm not going to sell them, but everybody's always interested in the sell conversion rate. So yeah. And then these really bad ones, what I'm going to do is hit them with Greed for even more item rarity, and then I'm going to vol them And sometimes you can hit some 8 mod super juicers, and sometimes you can hit a tier 16, which is really good. Wait, where did my mouse thing go? Come on. There we go. Oop. Gray boxes are back. Thank you for the heads up. I cannot figure out how to make those go away permanently. They are the worst. I hate them. I suppose I need to build new overlays, and then maybe they'll go away for good. Okay, these other ones, well, I'll get to those next. Okay, so these are all the ones I'm going to run. This one is the Overrun by Abyssal. I will throw that up for 3 div, because if that sells, that allows me to craft like a lot more maps.
I have no idea.
Which is, you know, that is the goal. And then these are the ones that I'm going to immediately run. And then these other ones are going to get a Paranoia and Evolve. And not an Evolve, a Vol. Too much Pokemon with my kids. I'm using Pokemon phrases. Well, that one was already Delirious. Okay, cool. Got 116. So this is a 16 marked for death, rare monsters, and 135 item rarity. I don't actually know what that's worth. Let me turn the tool on and see if it can tell me. Just take maps without deli, 6 mod, rarity, desecrate, pack size, rare monster, desecrate, add deli with pack size or rare monsters. So, you know, that's not bad. I think the tier list on the Abyss mods will help you sort that step probably a lot better. And then I think pack size is total bait and has been in both seasons. And I listen to people try to tell me how it's not bait, and it's still just bait. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could always be wrong about that. The rare monsters is not in this filter, which is weird. But yeah, you can see this 16 is definitely a valuable map.
Hail.
I'll throw that up for 3 and all and see if it sells.
I'm sure someone will want that.
And if it does, that's pretty awesome. And then these other ones, I throw up for 50, and then I just like slowly lower them. And the idea is not necessarily profit. The idea is just like getting money back to then be able to roll more maps. Which I guess is technically profit. Take out the wordsmithing, and yeah, it is just for profit. But I suppose it's not like hideout warrior profit. Like it's just utility, so I can keep going, right? And chaos. There we go. And that's the end of the map rolling session. Woohoo! Yep, that's for sure. You just really want rare monsters, and then rarity, you know, you can't get enough rarity because it's just so good. And like your player rarity is multiplicative to your map rarity, so they work hand in hand if you've got them both going. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to head out. Thank you all for watching. Mills, thanks for the heads up on the XP gain stuff. I will check that out. If you don't know, I am on Mobalytics. Both of my build guides are up here and well documented with trade links. I have now like 3 other non-build guides related to crafting and chilled ground and waystone stuff. If you're on Discord and you haven't joined our Discord, come on by. We've got really good conversations going in here all the time. And yeah, it's just a good collaborative space. So come on by and hang out. And thanks again to you all for watching. Have a great night, everybody.